Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control, said Epictetus. It's often said that less is more, and this couldn't be truer when it comes to personal growth and happiness. While we're frequently focused on what we should add to our lives, we sometimes overlook the power of eliminating what hinders our progress. Just a month ago, I felt lost. Waking up each day felt like a chore. I was tired, listless, and life seemed to have lost its meaning. But everything changed when I decided to take a leap of faith. Eliminating this 9 habits changed my life completely. First point, negative self-talk. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor, wisely said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This rings especially true when considering the impact of negative self-talk. This internal dialogue can be a major obstacle to happiness and achievement, constantly undermining our confidence and peace of mind. Imagine you're about to give a presentation and a voice in your head whispers, "You're not good at this. You're going to fail." That's negative self-talk. To counter it, practice awareness and redirection. First, recognize these thoughts as mere opinions, not facts. Then, actively replace them with positive affirmations or realistic assessments of your abilities and situation. For instance, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," tell yourself, "I'm prepared for this presentation and I'm going to do my best." This shift doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent practice, you can transform your inner dialogue into a powerful ally rather than a critic, thereby embracing a more stoic and constructive approach to life's challenges. Second point, toxic relationships. Seneca, another esteemed Stoic philosopher, advised, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." This guidance is crucial when dealing with toxic relationships, connections that drain your energy, undermine your self-esteem, or consistently bring negativity into your life. Toxic relationships aren't limited to romantic ones. They can be friendships, professional relationships, or even family ties. Identifying these relationships can be challenging, but it's vital to recognize when someone's presence in your life is more harmful than beneficial. It's not about blaming the other person. Rather, it's about acknowledging that the dynamic isn't conducive to your well-being or growth. The Stoic approach isn't to react with anger or resentment, but to slowly distance yourself from these influences. This might mean setting firmer boundaries, spending less time with the person, or, in some cases, ending the relationship completely. Remember, it's about protecting your peace and prioritizing environments that nurture your growth and happiness. By thoughtfully managing these relationships, you create space for more positive and enriching connections. Third point, the need for everyone's approval. As Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, once said, "If you wish to be a writer, write." This simple yet profound statement underscores the importance of action over seeking external approval. The need for everyone's approval can be a significant roadblock to authenticity and personal progress. Many of us fall into the trap of altering our behavior, opinions, or even life choices based on what we think will please others or earn their praise. However, this constant seeking of external validation is like chasing a moving target, exhausting and never truly satisfying. Instead, practice focusing on your own values and judgments. Ask yourself, am I doing this for myself or to please someone else? If it's the latter, reconsider your motivations. By releasing the need for universal approval, you allow yourself to make decisions based on what truly aligns with your own principles and aspirations. This shift not only fosters greater self-reliance and authenticity, but also aligns perfectly with the Stoic pursuit of living a life true to oneself, unaffected by the opinions and judgments of others. Fourth point, excessive complaining. Reflecting on the Stoic philosophy, Marcus Aurelius reminded us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This insight is particularly relevant when addressing the habit of excessive complaining. Complaining about situations, especially those beyond our control, is a common response. However, it's a futile exercise that often reinforces a negative mindset and overlooks the potential for proactive change. For instance, constantly complaining about a hectic work schedule can keep you trapped in a cycle of negativity rather than motivating you to seek solutions or changes. To counter this, each time you find yourself about to complain, pause and ask, "Can I change this situation?" If yes, focus on the action you can take. If not, practice accepting it as it is. This doesn't mean being passive. It's about choosing where to direct your energy, towards constructive action or acceptance, rather than unproductive complaints. Adopting this approach can shift your perspective from feeling like a victim of circumstances to being an active participant in shaping your life, embodying the Stoic virtue of focusing on what's within your realm of control. Fifth point, living in the past. Seneca wisely stated, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This is particularly pertinent when considering the habit of living in the past. Dwelling on what has already happened can tether us to regrets and missed opportunities, hindering our ability to embrace the present and move forward. Living in the past often manifests as ruminating over what-ifs and if-onlys. For instance, constantly thinking about a past relationship or a career choice that didn't work out can trap you in a cycle of regret and prevent you from seeing current opportunities. To break free from this, practice mindfulness and focus on the present. Acknowledge past events as lessons learned and then consciously shift your attention to the here and now. Engage fully with your current environment, activities, and the people around you. Adopting this Stoic approach of focusing on the present moment enables you to appreciate the richness of now, letting go of past burdens and opening yourself up to new possibilities and joys. It's about recognizing that the past is unchangeable, but the present and future are yours to shape. Sixth point, unrealistic expectations. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Demand not that things happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do happen, and you will go on well." This sentiment is crucial when addressing the burden of unrealistic expectations. Carrying unrealistic expectations, whether in our personal or professional lives, sets us up for disappointment and frustration. For instance, expecting perfection in every aspect of your life, be it in your job performance, relationships, or personal achievements, is an unattainable standard that can lead to constant feelings of inadequacy and stress. The Stoic approach is to set goals and have aspirations, but to also be grounded in reality. It involves recognizing and accepting our own and others' limitations. When setting goals, aim for what is challenging yet achievable, and be open to adjusting your expectations based on circumstances and new insights. By aligning your expectations with reality, you not only avoid unnecessary disappointment, but also find greater satisfaction and joy in your achievements. This adjustment is a step towards embracing life as it is, not as you wish it to be, fostering a sense of peace and contentment. Seventh point, the habit of procrastination. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, urged, "Do not waste the remaining part of your life in thoughts about others. Be content to be thought foolish and dull." This speaks directly to the habit of procrastination, where often our concern about perfection or fear of judgment leads us to delay action. Procrastination is not just a thief of time, it's a barrier to the achievements and experiences that could enrich our lives. Consider the scenario where you continually postpone starting a fitness routine. Each day delayed is a missed opportunity for health and well-being. To overcome procrastination, adopt a Stoic attitude of focusing on action over thought. Set small, manageable goals to start with. For instance, commit to a 10-minute workout session instead of an hour. It's about building momentum with consistent small steps. Embracing this practice means you shift from being paralyzed by the magnitude of tasks to being motivated by the progress of each step taken. This active approach aligns with the Stoic philosophy of living in the present and engaging actively with our duties and aspirations. 8th point, overcommitment. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, aptly noted, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." This is particularly relevant in the context of overcommitment, a common trap in our busy, multitasking-driven lives. Overcommitment spreads our energies too thin, compromising our effectiveness and often leading to burnout. The habit of overcommitment can manifest in always saying yes to every request or opportunity, whether it's additional projects at work, social engagements, or personal commitments. While the intention might be to be helpful or to seize every opportunity, the result can be a diminished quality of work and personal stress. Adopting a Stoic approach involves recognizing the value of your time and your capacity. It's about prioritizing tasks and commitments based on their alignment with your values and goals. Learn to say no respectfully and focus on commitments you can fulfill with quality and presence. This selective engagement ensures that you dedicate your best self to what truly matters, aligning with the Stoic pursuit of excellence and purposeful living. 9th point, financial negligence. Echoing the words of Epictetus, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. This Stoic wisdom touches upon the concept of financial negligence, the habit of not mindfully managing one's financial resources, which often leads to unnecessary stress and constraints on freedom. Financial negligence can take many forms, from impulsive spending to neglecting to plan for the future. It's the cycle of earning and spending without thought for long-term security or fulfillment. For example, buying the latest gadgets or fashion trends without considering your actual needs or financial goals. The Stoic practice here would involve cultivating a sense of contentment with what you have and understanding the difference between needs and desires. It's about taking control of your finances through budgeting, planning, and investing, not for the pursuit of wealth for its own sake, but to ensure a life free from the stress of financial instability. By being mindful of your financial habits, you align more closely with Stoic principles of self-control, wisdom, and living a life unburdened by unnecessary desires. This approach not only secures your financial future, but also brings peace of mind and a sense of empowerment over your life choices. Remember, the journey to a more fulfilling life is not always about adding more. Often, it's about letting go of what holds us back. Whether it's negative self-talk, toxic relationships, or financial negligence, addressing these issues allows us to move forward with clarity and purpose. Embrace these changes gradually and consistently. As you do, you may find yourself living a life that's not only simpler and more focused, but also richer in contentment and peace. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into creating a meaningful life. Share your journey of subtraction in the comments below, and let's support each other in this path to a more Stoic and fulfilling existence. 9th point, financial negligence. Echoing the words of Epictetus, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. This Stoic wisdom touches upon the concept of financial negligence, the habit of not mindfully managing one's financial resources, which often leads to unnecessary stress and constraints on freedom. Financial negligence can take many forms, from impulsive spending to neglecting to plan for the future. It's the cycle of earning and spending without thought for long-term security or fulfillment. For example, buying the latest gadgets or fashion trends without considering your actual needs or financial goals. The Stoic practice here would involve cultivating a sense of contentment with what you have and understanding the difference between needs and desires. It's about taking control of your finances through budgeting, planning, and investing, not for the pursuit of wealth for its own sake, but to ensure a life free from the stress of financial instability. By being mindful of your financial habits, you align more closely with Stoic principles of self-control, wisdom, and living a life unburdened by unnecessary desires. This approach not only secures your financial future, but also brings peace of mind and a sense of empowerment over your life choices. Remember, the journey to a more fulfilling life is not always about adding more. Often, it's about letting go of what holds us back. Whether it's negative self-talk, toxic relationships, or financial negligence, addressing these issues allows us to move forward with clarity and purpose. Embrace these changes gradually and consistently. As you do, you may find yourself living a life that's not only simpler and more focused, but also richer in contentment and peace. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into creating a meaningful life. Share your journey of subtraction in the comments below, and let's support each other in this path to a more stoic and fulfilling existence.